Good afternoon. An evaluation is currently taking place into the viability of more 20-mile-per-hour zones across Hampshire. The proposals aim to decrease emissions in city centres while also making them a safer place for pedestrians. Tom Hooker has been finding out what this would mean to the people of Winchester.
Hampshire County Council is looking into reducing speed limits in order to help road safety, reduce congestion and lower pollution. The working group created will also consider including more 20-mile-an-hour zones across towns and cities, including Winchester.
Winchester is a lot more than just the city, of course. It spreads far and wide. So it's a very large area with a lot of rural parts. So it's quite representative of the county in general. But it's not just the 20-mile-per-hour zones in Winchester or elsewhere that we're going to be looking at. We're looking at areas where the speed limits are higher than that. For example, 30-mile-per-hour zones, to see whether they ought to be examined for 20 miles per hour.
It's not just Hampshire County Council that are speeding up the plans to slow down, as Winchester City Council and a Lib Dem campaigner have also been pushing for more progress.
I'm very much in favour of a blanket 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. I think that will increase walking and cycling in the city. It will make it much safer. Everyone had a story to tell about how they thought 20 miles an hour would be an improvement for the city and how they would love to see it introduced.
Counties all around Hampshire are actually now implementing, Oxfordshire, Cornwall are implementing a default 20-mile-an-hour speed limit across their counties, and that's what we're calling for.
Councillors will have 6 months of compiling evidence before reporting their findings back to the committee. Tom Hooker, Winchester News Online.
An arson attack occurred last week. The victim, a local cricket club in Copythorne. The club was left vacant over a 3-day period at the end of last week. This left time for an as yet unidentified driver to crash into the clubhouse and set the vehicle ablaze. Harry Turberfield has more.
Paultons Cricket Club is a proud asset of the local community with over 100 years of history. However, last week the clubhouse fell victim to a devastating arson attack which has left a significant impact on the club.
The vandals allegedly drove a van across the playing surface, leaving it unplayable, before driving it into the side of the clubhouse and then setting it on fire. This resulted in significant damage to not only the clubhouse but the surrounding areas. The club are appealing for any witnesses who may have some information on the attack.
The extent of the damage done to the clubhouse is clear, with over a third of the structure now crumbling or destroyed by the fire and the subsequent explosion of the van. It is thought that the restoration of the building will cost in excess of £18,000, including repairs to the surrounding areas affected, and in particular the bar section of the building.
Impact-wise, obviously, for the foreseeable future, we have no income as such, as the bar is our main source of income. It also means we're going to have to potentially play the season without a lot of facilities. So it's not going to be great for us.
The fundraiser set up by Ryan currently has 399 donations, amounting to £18,670, just short of the £20,000 target set only a week ago. The attack has gathered the attention of people across Hampshire and looks on course to surpass the original target. A small section of the money raised will be used to treat the pitch due to the damage caused by the van, with the rest being spent on the clubhouse and the equipment that was destroyed inside, in the hope of restoring the building to its original condition. Harry Turberfield, Winchester News Online.
Pride is celebrating its 50th year in 2022. The milestone is significant, and as we've entered LGBTQ History Month, Izzy Higgs has been speaking to student ambassadors about the importance of marking the occasion.
This February, we commemorate and celebrate those who fought for LGBT rights for people in England and across the world.
Pride Month is more of a celebration about what we stand for, whereas History Month is exploring where we've come from, how far we've come, and really identifying these people that have helped us to push what we can do now. So people like Marsha P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera, all of the pioneers that have given us what we can do today. So.
Pride Month is focused on now and the future and what we need in the future, whereas History Month is where we've come from.
I personally like to do lots of educational events, so we're doing some spotlighting about different historical figures. We're going to be doing a couple of events with Stonewall, and then also a couple of celebrations. So we've got a little drag show that we're hopefully planning, and lots of little parties and quizzes and movie nights and things. But I do think that a lot of the younger community are a little bit more naive about things that have happened. Like, a lot of them don't know about Stonewall, they don't know about all the riots and where we've come from. So I do think there needs to be a bit more of communication and collaboration with the older community.
This month, we're reminded of just how far we've come. This has been Izzy Higgs with Winchester News Online.
Ahead of its unveiling by Prince Charles, a statue symbolising medieval Britain has been delivered to Winchester, and our reporter Alistair English has been to take a look.
The Licoricia statue has been unloaded at the Ark, ready for Prince Charles's visit on Thursday. The statue, built by one of the UK's leading figurative sculptors, Ian Rank Broadley, aims to inform people about England's medieval Jewish community.
Because she lived in 1250, has largely been forgotten by sort of contemporary society. So I think it's a reminder of not only of what one individual managed to do for the country, but also what the community was about.
A prominent businesswoman, Licoricia inherited and expanded on her husband's business after he died. And she had powerful clients, including Henry III and his wife, Eleanor of Provence.
To have a general message for women that here's somebody who survived in a very adverse society that was hostile to her, where she lost 2 husbands, but she was a single mother, brought up a family.
Prince Charles will be here on Thursday to unveil a statue of a very influential businesswoman who is seen to symbolise the complexity and diversity of medieval Britain. Alistair English, Winchester News Online.
Southampton University has been provided the River Park Leisure Centre in Winchester. The old leisure centre has been rarely used in recent times, with the only exception being the skate park. Residents want to ensure that the skate park remains in use rather than being demolished or repurposed. Charlie Swadling reports.
The skate park, based at the vacant River Park Leisure Centre, is a great way for young people to connect.
Skating here is like a really good community. I've made so many friends here, and it's just like such a good place to kind of thrive and develop skills and stuff like that.
However, with plans for the centre to be taken over by the University of Southampton, there are worries that the park may be closed and used for other plans.
We're not arguing about the merits of the University of Southampton, who put forward some very interesting proposals. It is the fact that the current administration at the City Council decided not to consult with residents or indeed with councillors about their decision.
A petition was set up on 38 Degrees and has gathered over 2,000 signatures to keep the skate park.
What the Save Our Skate Park petition is saying is that why don't we just take it out of the agreement entirely and protect it for the people? One of the things with the disposal of River Park to the University of Southampton is that they never conducted a full public consultation, and if they had done that, then they would have seen that there's a big cry for things to do for young people.
Whilst the council and local community are working hard to try and keep the skate park, a final decision will be made in March. Charlie Swadling, Winchester News Online.
And that's all we have time for this week. Goodbye for now.